I'm out angling you. All right. As you see, the title of the video, take a day off. Doc, what did we do?
Not take a day off. We got up this morning, we trained.
You want some duck eggs?
I would love some duck eggs. That'd be awesome.
Let me go catch the ducks.
Go catch those ducks.
There might be one in the pool.
Yeah. Duck, you want anything?
Sure. Yeah, I'll take some.
So we made the decision last night because at night you're a ferocious beast. You had a great workout, right? Is that not true?
It's true. It's true.
Your intentions.
Have another great workout. We killed it yesterday, and it was like, you know, it felt good. Before we left, it was like, okay, let's take Sunday off, pick up again on Monday. Got halfway through yesterday. Hey, let's train tomorrow. Okay.
So Doc's training with an idiot. And that's me. So I fell into my own trap, and I guess that's why I talk to you guys to tell you not to fall into those traps. And I know these traps. The trap of, hey, I'm excited. I'm starting a new plan. And you start posting on Sunday night that Monday you're starting your diet and everything. Well, in the same sense that happened to me yesterday. I'm like, Doc, we don't need Sunday off. Let's speed it up. Let's get in. And I tell you guys every week, take your days off. And then here I am, not taking the day off. Now, why are we saying this? Well, we're not saying this because we had a good workout. How when you got here, how many words did we say to each other?
0. We just came in and got to work.
No music, no talking. We're going back and forth, doing our warm-ups and going up in weight and stuff and just kind of doing our thing. And finally Doc looks at me and goes, and I looked at him and I could see what he was thinking. I go, 100%. 100%. We were destroyed. And last night I was so hyped off of the workout from yesterday and the day before that I was like,
But you still went through the workout, destroyed, huh?
which isn't smart.
You didn't stop, did you?
We didn't stop. What would you have done?
Probably the same thing that we did. Work through it. For me, what it felt like
We're
today-
Aquarius though.
True.
We're both Aquarius, and so we will punish it. Day before mine.
No way.
Yeah.
Yep.
Duck,
So that might explain it.
another pain in my ass. Great. Yeah. that's
So we're
it.
both Aquarius, and if you don't
I
know,
didn't know that.
we will burn that shit down. We will stay in it and just spite, and not just spite others, just spite ourselves. It's like, I guess for me during the workout, my mind thought was, you called it last night. Now why are you being a little B this morning? Man up and do the workout.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that's a good quality. Okay, so understand this. That's how I approach things, and that's not a great thing, and that's something I need to work on.
When I got here, I would say mental intensity was here. Let's go. My body was about here. So there was a mismatch. So I had to tone it down to bring it back to here.
Oh, that's a great point.
So that I could get through what I was trying to do today. Because if your mental intensity is up here and your body can't keep up, you'll end up hurting yourself trying to keep up.
Ooh.
You need to tone yourself down and match where your body is a lot of times. Because if you don't, it's detrimental.
So Doc just changed this whole live from don't listen to us, don't do what we do, to a real intelligent, which Doc does, an intelligent discussion of when your body is tired, but your mind is strong, what do you do? And I was telling Doc before those last few sets, I'm pretty insightful to my body. And so when I'm doing squats and my biceps are cramping, then that means that there's not a lot of, the nutrients aren't getting absorbed and recovering my body. So my body's still so tired. And so I can feel and it's not a cramp like you guys think a cramp is. Mine is just, I can tell the refreshed feeling of a muscle compared to a fatigued muscle. And so that was just that fatigued muscle. Quads were getting too pumped too quick. My biceps were, and this is front squats, so you can just see I'm flexing. And so that's a great point. Because if you do go heavy, because you're mentally there and you're saying, forget it, I'm going to do this anyways, and your body's weak, I don't care who you are. That's at some point you're going to get injured in that day.
Yep. You may not feel it that day.
Yeah.
You may feel it 2 or 3 days later, maybe even a week later, and then you're wondering, where did this come from? It came because you pushed yourself too hard on a day where you should have toned it down a little bit.
So we were lucky enough that we're starting this new plan, that we all are, and we're a couple weeks in, that the weights, because we calculated out our weights as well for this.
You want some toast?
Oh yeah, that'd be great.
You going with the whole 9 yards, right?
Yeah, he's not gluten, allergic of gluten and stuff.
Hey guys, thank you for the sign-ups yesterday. We had 200 people on that webinar.
That's
It was
crazy.
Pretty amazing. And I know it's all the time crew. Come
Yeah,
on.
I know it was too.
Thank you guys.
We'll recap on that in a second here, but Doc made a great point again. Going into the gym with intensity of the mind is great. If the body is not there, be smart. We were smart enough to go, okay, let's just do let's do the basic work that we're supposed to do at that percentage at this stage. And so we can get through that, but it wasn't, it was very
Taxing.
Yeah, because so I guess that would be one of those things. Today would have been a 70 or 60% intensity or strength day. It was 100% for us because we were so beat down.
Yep.
Does that make sense to you guys? You want to elaborate on that?
It was 100% in the sense that because of the way that our bodies felt, if we were to look at it as a fuel gauge, rather than being at a full tank, we were probably at half to maybe even a quarter tank.
10%. 10%.
So we were not able to go full throttle. We did what we were able to do, but it felt like we were going full throttle because the gas tank just wasn't full. Best analogy that I could give you.
I think that was again much better than me. I am physically and emotionally beaten today. I shouldn't have done this, and I hate that I did it because I don't like making any kind of a workout a bad work. We don't have bad work. We've been together quite a few years, and we don't have bad workouts. This might be one of the first 2 or 3 workouts we've ever had that was bad in a couple years, in a few years. So
for us both to have a bad one, yes.
Yeah, it was never on the same date. That being said, we'll come back tomorrow. We'll rest up today, and then we'll actually dissect tomorrow and say maybe take tomorrow off, which we should have done today. So guys, try to analyze this and use this for yourselves. And I know a lot of you guys were asking me last week when we did a live. You go, hey, do I have to take the couple days of rest? My recommendation is not just for this program, but for in a year. You keep getting these kind of workouts and you fall into this habit, and then you start thinking this is a good workout because you're beaten up. Oh, that's another point.
Yeah.
I didn't even think of that.
Don't forget that rest, recovery, and rehabilitation is just as important as training. You have to recover. Your body has to rebuild itself after all of the trauma you put it through. If you don't rebuild it, what are you left with? Trauma on top of trauma. That's not going to be a good thing.
And I guess understand this. Today was not a good workout, regardless of how we feel now. So we feel like we worked out and had a great workout and the muscles are pumped and we got through the exercise and everything like that. No, it's not. It's not a good workout because the stuff we did today broke the body down more and we didn't recover from the other days. So all we did is just we set ourselves up to fail, and today was a huge overtraining day.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
I'm gonna give you a trophy. Here.
I got my trophy. Thank you so
I
much.
can't give that one to
I'd like to thank the Academy for choosing me. I'd like to thank my manager for calling me out, and the cancel culture for doing what they do. Then we go.
Damn.
He wins again. He wins again. So that being said, do not assume that every workout's a good workout, depending on if you've recovered before that and get into there, because we've been doing this a while. And you did an elite level of track and field before this, so you understand your body breakdown. So I need you guys to understand, how can you help them right now listening? The difference between continuing forward and pounding your head against the wall thinking you're getting good workouts in, compared to knowing that you're recovering and moving forward in a positive light. This isn't easy, just so you know.
Yeah, it's not easy. The best way that I could, or the best advice I could give you, obviously listen to your body, but listen with intent. And when I say intent, what I mean is, when you wake up in the morning, if you have some type of routine that you do when you get up, add a couple of things to it. What I typically do when I wake up, I go through a light stretching routine just to see how my body feels, and not like a full like sun salutation yoga stretch or anything, but just.
What the hell did you just say?
Yeah, sun salutation.
Wow.
It's fantastic
Wow.
for recovery.
Wow.
But just, get some good stretching in the morning just to
See how the body.
lubricate the joints and everything. See how you feel. If you feel like, oh, that didn't feel the way it felt yesterday, or that doesn't feel as good as it felt when I first woke up, then you might need to do a little bit of extra recovery for that particular part of your body. It's okay to do so. So what you could do, and this is something that we did in track, if we had a really hard workout the first half of the week, we just might have an active recovery on our actual rest day, the day we're supposed to do nothing at all. We just go out and do some like really light wind sprints just to get the blood moving and get the blood in those areas where we need to recover. So when I say an active recovery, that could be something as simple as in your living room, you could just do a few jumping jacks, something just to get the blood moving so that you can get those areas of the body to heal up a little bit more for the next workout.
So you do that. You guys see me, I do a swim. My swim is just an active recovery. I am basically floating through that as much as this big body can float. And just moving through the movement, and I always make sure that I'm doing a breaststroke to open up the shoulders and chest, and just kicking the legs. And it's a very nice, easy thing that I do on my days off. That, man, I feel so alive after doing that on a rest day. So I love that approach.
Yeah, it served me well for years.
All right, so to recap before we eat these duck eggs, take your rest days. If the program is set up, follow the program. Understand the difference between being in a deficit with nutrition and pushing through workouts compared to what we went through today. And I know this is tough. I am saying this is tough. I am not expecting. I've been doing this for 40 years, and it's still something I really got to analyze, is the difference between being broken down because the nutrition and your training intensity at the end of your training programs, that week 8 through 12, compared to your body not recovering. There's a difference. There's a huge difference. And you, yourself, I can't help you this. I can help you in a sense that when you do check-ins and you talk to me about how well you're training and what you're doing in cardio and stuff, then I can analyze it and do it and break it down. It's tougher for the individual because we have, or at least I do, a huge ass ego. That I think I can do anything and everything, and that chip on my shoulder makes me go in and push through it like I did today, and I blame that on being an Aquarius too. that we will burn that sheesh down over giving up, or allowing the weights to win. I guess that's
yeah.
That's me. I will not allow the weights to beat me.
True.
Wow, we gave him some knowledge on today, and it exploded a little Sunday morning.
All right.
Church time for us, meditation. Hey, I got a question for you because we talked about this yesterday, and it was funny because I've never sat on a panel where everybody's meditation was the same. So meditation is basically, for the majority of people, was the relaxation, dark room, maybe music or something that you can just bring it down and stuff like that. Yesterday's was the first time, because my meditation is the weightlifting. That's why I don't want music, and that's why I don't want my training partners yelling for me, because it's a muffled sound when I lift, and it's me focusing only on the voice in my head. And like for you martial artists, you understand this, or when you ran track, you got a crowd yelling for you. You didn't hear them.
Yeah,
So-
you didn't hear?
We'll come in there. Well, let's show these people what we're doing right now, though. Is that me?
That's you. Oh, you don't see that.
Oh, ducks. So, 8 duck eggs and turkey bacon. Turkey bacon?
Yes, sir. And regular
Oh
bacon.
my
Regular
gosh.
eggs and toast, and that's for duck.
Dang.
Anyway.
All right, so we wanted to help you guys out today and give you this knowledge. Hi. No?
Hey, buddy.
Hi. What's with the Led Zeppelin shirt?
Well, you see what happened last night.
You gotta see this little. He grew again last night.
Oh, boy.
What's up, buddy? What are you getting? That's
Everything.
it. That's it. That's it. You guys, thanks for hanging out. Let us know below on the comment section if you guys fully understand it today's as well, because I know today was a very, for us, I think, a very insightful breakdown of good days and bad days, overtraining, not letting your. Here's the thing. Doc's the kind of training partner that will go through the fire with me. That's maybe not the best thing for you guys, but that's why I think Doc doesn't miss and stuff. So that's just a huge thing for you guys out there, man. Have a training partner. I don't know. I prefer Doc over for the guy that's too intelligent. I'd rather be in a fight. I know he's got my back, that kind of thing. So, you know, metaphorically, he's not going to mess up. He's going to come in and push me. I'll push him. And just so you guys understand, if you ever watch videos, maybe you guys don't get enough time with us. Very little communication. We do all of our motivation off of the lifting. We'll talk about that another time. But there isn't the hoorah.
It's the unspoken communication.
I think I love how Doug said about preaching the word. And it's being Sunday. So Doug is a Christian and a very devoted person. And he said something that I thought was really smart. He said, preach the gospel and sometimes use words. And I thought that was brilliant, because it's his actions that doesn't. And so it's Doc's and my action in the gym that are pushing forward. So on this Sunday, we thank you guys. I hope you learned on this, and I'll put this one up on YouTube because this is important. Our mess ups are your victories.
Yes.
Bye, guys.